Welcome to the Scaling with Media podcast. I'm your host, Derek Stubsky, and today I've got a really awesome guest joining the podcast all the way from Colombia. With me is Camila, who is the founder and head consultant of Oh My Pancreas. So welcome to the Scaling with Media podcast.
Thank you very much, Derek.
Yeah, super excited to chat and find out a little bit more about your business. So start us off here. What is Oh My Pancreas?
Well, Oh My Pancreas is a team of people that are dedicated to help people around the world that live with diabetes, that struggle living with diabetes. We want to help them set up a mindset that allows us, all of us, to live the best version of our life.
Oh, I love it. So you're really focused on helping people, helping diabetics. So how long have you been in business for?
Well, the official program, we launched it not so long ago, a couple of months, but we've been helping more or less people already for a year.
Okay, awesome. So about a year or so. So happy anniversary to you coming up there, right? So tell me a little bit more about what it is that you actually do. Obviously, you said that you serve diabetics. So you have your niche market there of who you like to serve. But what does the process look like?
Well, first of all, we focus on people that is recently diagnosed, because it's especially at that point of your life when you feel like everything that your world stopped, right? Yeah. That you won't be able to live as you did before, that you won't be able to travel, to practice sports, to eat, to be happy again, because it can be really, scary, this diagnosis.
Absolutely.
So we find the people, we of course bring some value into their lives so they feel that we can really support them, help them. And when they are ready to work with us, we offer a full time of support, accountability. We help them feel like their diagnosis is a tool to be better, and not an obstacle.
Right. So something that you're going to help consult and work with them in terms of being able to adapt and live with it.
Yeah, definitely. We will help them and guide them through all the stages of the diagnosis, but also all the things that can get in the middle in life: social media, family, partners, partying, traveling, studying, school, studying abroad. That is really hard to travel with all the things that you have to carry with to other countries. So all the things that can be part of your life that can be affected by the diagnosis, we make all the support for them.
Wow. I love that. So what got you interested in going down this route? Obviously, I'm assuming you have a little bit of a medical background or a history with diabetes or something along those lines. So what was like your deciding moment or your reason, your passion to start this business? I
am diabetic myself. I have diabetes since I was 8 years old. So I've been living with it for 20 years already. I try to help people all my life. I try to make them feel better. When I met other fellow diabetics, I try to show them that it was not that hard. It is, but you have to see it in a different way in order to make it happen in a different way. So when I noticed that I was really able to help people, I decided that I wanted to do this as a full-time job, if you can say that.
Yeah. No, I love that. And I think anyone that has a personal tie, personal emotion that's wrapped up into something can certainly be motivating to want to go and impact and help other people who may be feeling the same struggles that may not have the clarity that you do or the strategy behind it. So with that being said, how do you track customers? Because it's a very specific niche vertical that you're in. So how do you get in front of people? What are you doing right now to get clients, to get customers so that you can consult them on managing and living with diabetes?
Well, mainly we are trying to find people, in social media, there's a lot of groups, a lot of, yes, groups mainly that reunite people that are interested in one topic. So we find people that are people in groups for diabetes, in groups for nutrition, in groups for chronic diseases. So when we notice that these people is reaching out in the group for help, seeking help, we contact them. We offer the help. First of all, we give the value, we help them, we give support, we advise. And after they feel that they are getting something valuable from us, we offer them, further support. We offer them, okay, you find this helpful, we have a lot more to offer. So from that point, in this business, you can find people interested, others no, people that has the ability to invest, others can't. But from there, we just follow up with them until we find out if they want, need, and can get further support from us or no. So we hop on calls with them. First of all, we chat with the people, we follow up, we have payment plans for our programs. So we try to make it easier for them in order to show that our offer is attractive enough and is worth it, because it definitely is.
Okay, so it sounds like Facebook groups is your main traffic source, and then when people
are our main source of leads. Yes.
Okay, perfect. And so when people basically raise their hand and say that they need assistance or they have questions, you or your team will reach out and just open up a very easygoing conversation, no high sales pressure tactics or anything like that. It's just very consultative in the way that you approach it.
Yeah, because when people is there in the group asking questions because they are scared, they're panicking, they don't know what to do, how to do it, the least thing they want is someone selling something to them,
Right. Yeah.
Saying, I can help you, but you have to pay me.
Right. Exactly.
So the first thing is giving the value. And when you give, people is willing to give back or to take more. And there's the point when you can offer.
So this sales process, if you will, that you have set up is consultative, building trust, positioning you and your team as the team of experts that can assist them by providing a little bit of value on the front end. Yes. And it leaves this desire of wanting more and wanting to work with you because there's that level of trust and communication that's already been established.
Exactly. It's the same strategy. People that give a free strategy call, a free value call, that you call me, I give you value. And after that, if you are interested, we can talk further. Is that same strategy? Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I want to ask you in entrepreneurial business sense, if you could pinpoint one or two areas that you feel you're absolute like the strongest in, from generating leads, from sales, consulting and fulfillment and all of that, where do you feel are your personal strengths as a business owner?
I think my personal strength is taking a lead and converting it to a client. When I have already someone interested in my program, in what I got to offer, for me it's easier to convince them that it's worth it and they can trust me and work with me. So I think that's my strong. And strong point over there.
Do you feel that your personal experience of dealing with and living with and traveling with diabetes for the past 20 years is a big part of that, because you're able to share your story, you're able to share your conviction behind that?
Yeah, sure it is, because they feel that I know what I'm talking about, that that I relate with their story and they can relate with mine, and they see that I have been doing things that they want to do, especially when they are recently diagnosed. They see that I have traveled, I have studied abroad, that I've been in several countries, that I'm doing a lot of things that someone in the very beginning of the disease feels that they won't be able to do anymore.
Mm-hmm. And helping them overcome that and see the vision that you can live life. It's not It's not where you have to basically shut down. You can still go ahead and live your life. I love that. Okay, awesome. So be a little vulnerable with us here, and I want to get an understanding of where do you feel some of your bigger struggles are, your struggle areas of entrepreneurship? Because I think everybody that's listening to this, whether they're thinking about getting into business, whether they are in business, they have those areas. They're like, oh, I'm super strong in client retention. And then there's other people who are like, I don't know how to sell. I don't know how to get leads. So where do you feel are some of the challenge areas or areas that you'd like to improve in?
Well, as I told you already, I'm good at converting a hot lead into a client.
Right.
But getting the leads, it's really hard because people right now in this era, today, they expect you to scam them. They see this big amount of people offering, selling. I will get you to 10K a month. I will give you this experience. I will get you 3 women in 90 days so you can sleep with. And I will because yes, I can. And people don't know anymore who to trust.
Yeah.
And people don't know if you are serious about your offer, don't know if you have the experience, you don't know if you are pretending, if you are lying. So getting someone from the point where they are like, I don't know if I can trust you, to, okay, you're a real person, you have something to offer, and I can work with you. That process for me is the hardest part. Okay,
cool. So, which makes a lot of sense, because I feel like a lot of the business owners that I'm speaking to right now, they're falling into the same, not trap, but the same path. Like they're following the same path because of exactly everything that you just laid out. There's so many people. I mean, anyone can wake up tomorrow and start running Facebook ads and promising this and promising that, and they don't even have a clue of what's going on, but they can just try to persuade people to work with them. And so there's much more of a level of trust that needs to be established prior to doing business with somebody and having an understanding they're a legit company. They know what they're doing. They're experts. They're going to be there for me every step of the way, because the last thing someone wants to do is invest with your company and then feel like they're being left out to dry and nobody communicates with them. Right. So it makes total sense to me from that aspect, because you're not alone when it comes to that. So last big question here that I like to ask everybody to close out my interview is, if you could go back in time to either when you started the business 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I mean, you choose, if you can go back in time and give yourself one piece of advice, what would that be?
Well, first of all, definitely start sooner. Be consistent. Consistency is key. It's key. Don't stop working. Don't stop putting the work, hard work, because hard work someday pays off. So if you want to play hard in the future, you need to work hard. And if you want the results, you have to put the hours and the work, the effort, and believe in yourself. Be better every day. Study, be better, because there's a lot of people that nowadays have like a mantra, fake it till you make it. Mm-hmm. But that's sad. That's sad, because in this business, the idea is not only to get the money, but to give value.
Absolutely.
Yes. So be better. If you really are not an expert in your topic, study, become better on it. If you really want to work on it, well, study, read, find mentors, find somewhere where you can learn more, and definitely work harder every day.
I love it. Hard work, consistency, and pride yourself on becoming an expert.
Yeah.
I love it. Awesome. So Camila, I'm going to give you an opportunity here to plug yourself, plug your business. If people want to find you, connect with you, possibly send you some business, where can they find you? Social media handles, websites? Do you have a podcast, YouTube channel? Open forum to blast everything that you want.
Okay. Thank you. Well, right now, mainly we are focusing in Facebook. So you can find me in Facebook as Camila Alvarez Herrera. There you will find all the value, the post, information I share, the offer. So through there is the best option to contact me. I will be glad to talk to anybody that needs help. As I told you already, I like to give the value first. So I will give it anyways. You can buy or not, I will give the value. So, well, people with diabetes, people starting their business, people whoever wants to talk, I will be glad to do it. And well, thank you for giving the space to share this.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know, one thing I don't, it really doesn't matter what industry you're in, right? Whether you are doing consulting or you're selling courses or you're selling cars or you're helping people with diabetes or whatever it might be. If it doesn't directly apply to you and you're listening to this and you've liked the interview, but you don't have diabetes, I'm sure you know someone that has been impacted by it. And so go ahead and pass this along to someone who you think would be helpful. It would be helpful too for them to listen to, so that they can possibly connect with Camila and she can help them along their journey. For people there, as you said, that is maybe is not diabetic or know someone that has diabetes, it's not enough to be in your medical appointment once every 3 months. It's not enough. Nowadays, we need the support, the daily support, the weekly support, because this is something that is overwhelming. And it's something that you don't need to do alone. So it's okay to need help. It's okay to seek for someone to talk to someone to ask questions to. It's okay. You don't need to be the strongest one or the best diabetic out there. It's okay to reach out. So feel free to do it if you want. I could not agree more. And that goes across the board of anything. Like if you ever feel stuck in whatever situation, frustrated, absolutely always reach out for help. So there you go. Make sure that you go on Facebook, give Camila and her business a follow, reach out to her if you have any questions regarding, entrepreneurship, if you have questions regarding diabetes, or maybe you have a family member that is being impacted that they might be afraid to ask for help. Go ahead and be that helping hand and do it on their behalf, and at least just make that connection to see if you can assist them any further. So make sure you give her a like, give her a follow, comments, on her post so she can get the engagement rocking and rolling. And speaking of likes and follows, if you found this podcast informative, if you enjoyed this conversation, you want to hear more entrepreneurial stories and to get to hear what other businesses are out there, make sure that you're giving us a like, a follow, subscribe, depending on what platform that you're on. We really appreciate you jumping on and listening to us. And Camila, thank you for jumping on and having a chat with us today.
No, thank you, Derek, for giving me the space, and glad to hear from anybody that wants to talk to me.
Awesome. I love it. So again, give her a like, give her a follow, give us a like, give us a follow, and we will check you out on the next Taylor Green Media podcast. Appreciate you all. Bye, everybody.